Hi, this tutorial is a part of our developer work series on blockchain for telecom roaming. In this video, I'm going to cover how to deploy the blockchain BNA file on a Composer playground and set it up to be used to run the transactions that are part of our roaming use case. So at this point, you should already have the code imported in your local system, and you should have the blockchain BNA file generated after doing an npm install in this folder. So once you have done that, you should have the BNA file exported in your dist folder. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Composer Playground online application. There's also a local version that you can set up using this link and going through the tutorial. So, but for this, the ease of this video, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the online version of the playground. And to start with, I'm going to use this plus sign here to start deployment of a new business network. So I'm going to click on here, and on this page you can define a new business network, but since I already have a BNA file, I'm just going to click on here, select the BNA file and load it, and then I'm going to click on deploy here. So doing that, now I have my business network set up here. I'm going to click on connect now to connect to my blockchain business network. So now here I can see what constitutes my business network. There's a packet.json file. There's a CTO file, which is the model file, which defines different participants and assets and all the transactions that are in our blockchain logic. Then we have the JavaScript file, which controls all the transaction logic. And then we have the permission file, which controls access to different assets from different participants. Now, to set up the participants and assets to be used in a demo, we're going to use two transactions. One for setting up the participant, which are CSPs in our use case, and one to set up the subscribers, which are the assets in our use case. So for this, I'm going to click on submit transaction, select the transaction for reset CSP. I don't have to change any of the JSON data. I just have to click on submit here, and it creates the two CSPs for our demo. Then I'm going to select the reset MSISDN transaction. Again, I don't have to do any changes in the JSON. Click on submit, and now when we look at the assets, we have the 5 different subscriber profiles created to be used in our demo. So now when you will look at the demo video in this series, you will see all the different transactions for example, authentication, discovery, call pay, call out from our use case being executed in the demo. And you can also use this playground to test those transactions. For example, if we want to do a discovery transaction, we can click on here, fill in the following details. I'm just going to do dummy values here. Going to do -1, CSP as my ABC, which we have already defined, location, lat, long, and transaction type, and click on submit. And then we can see that we have this discovery transaction that we just said. And we can also see the record for that. So this was how to deploy our BNA file and how to use Composer Playground to do transaction to set up the participants and assets and do a sample transaction. In the demo video, you'll see how these transactions are being utilized with the demo UI. Thank you.